It's always a surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when the tide comes in, when the tide comes in. But it's always a surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when you call again, when you call again. It's always a surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when the tide comes in, when the tide comes in. But it's always a surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when you call again, when you call again. But it's always a surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when the tide comes in, when the tide comes in. But it's always a surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when you call again, when you call again. Oh, I'm not supposed to answer, I'm not supposed to know. Oh, I'll let the silence answer.
God, I fucking love Good Kid. Alright. So. Here's the deal, stream. I was not planning on starting this stream in the slightest. Let me get the record. No recording. Let me get the hell out of studio mode and do this. I'm streaming with the face cam on today. Hello. So. Actually, I should have done something before the stream started. Is Shakespeare public domain? Shakespeare works are in the public domain of the public. Am I allowed to fucking stream this? I really should have checked earlier. Hold on a second. I mean, this hasn't been taken down by the Stratford Film Festival, so I'm assuming it's safe. I am watching the performance by the Stratford Film Festival, by the way. So, here's the deal, chat. I have my my OBS monitor set up right now for the sake of what exactly? For the sake of just managing the stream, but also for having an actual English transcript of the play, which is gonna be kind of fucking annoying now that I think about it, because to be real for a sec, I am not going to fucking be able to do like this entirely fucking on one thing. So I kind of need to find a organization form here that works for me. So I think I found one, even though it really fucks with OBS. So that means I have to just close the interacting with chat bit, unless I can put it up here. Yeah, let's keep it up here. I don't think anybody's gonna be in chat anyways, so, you know, not a big fucking deal. Other than that, yeah. This is a stream of me about to fucking do something that I absolutely hate, which is consume any form of Shakespeare media. I do have notes. I should probably take notes. Hold on. I'm gonna get my iPad. I have an iPad now, by the way. So, I have an iPad with me. I'm going to be using this to take notes, ideally on the thing, but also on whatever I want, because I'm like that. If I could find a way to stream the notes, then I would, but this is a very last minute thing. This is a very last minute stream. So, I'm not exactly planning anything right now. What the fuck? Why does this fucking camera hate my forehead? Foolish camera, for it knows not what I can do with this shine of my face. Alright, yeah. I'll prepare the setup on my laptop device. I said I'll prepare the setup on my laptop device. And in the meantime, I will fucking get started with the thing. My notes for the thing. Where is it? There. Okay. Orientation. Ignore the fact that it scratched me balls. Tempest. Notes. They said notes weren't necessary to take, but I'm going to do it regardless. I guess trigger warning for anything that might occur during the performance, because, you know, fucking Shakespeare. God knows what to expect. Homophobia, anti-Semitism. I'm talking from my experience with Shakespeare, right? Homophobia, anti-Semitism, racism, lots of transphobia, just general bigotry, murder, incest, lots of incest, fucking Europeans. That's all I got. Okay. So, I'll share my screen here. Absolutely not gonna fucking prepare that. Alright. Shit, I gotta add stuff here. What is it? Oh, I remember what that was for. Alright, hold on, give me a second, let me change this. Oh. Okay, what do I change this to? Shaking my spear right now. That's perfect. Right. I think this is appropriate. Alright, chat, we're about to experience mid, let's do it. Oh wait, no, actually, I just realized. I don't fucking... Hold on, let me try something on my iPad here before we start. So I'll have you on the side thing. And then... Yeah, okay. Split view. Split view. Split view. Fucker, split view. There we go. Okay. Where's the transcript for, Where's the transcript for it? On my iPad. I'm so smart. There we go. William Shakespeare, The Tempest. Please load. Thank you. 1661. Okay. Read full synopsis. No, just read it. Fucking moron. Okay, now we're cooking. Alright. So as you guys can see, this is 2 hours long. Keep in mind this is gonna be mid. I might actually pause the recording if it gets bad enough because I don't like Shakespeare. Alright. Do this. Well, let's have me do this. It's gonna be so fun. Oh yeah, I'm gonna turn my camera, hold on. I'm not excited to fucking do this homework at all. Let's do it. Okay. By the way, chat, let me know if it's loud. It right off the bat. Holy shit. Okay, yes. A De Meccano film. This is a film. I'm probably gonna get fucking... Low-key, I want to find another stream and I'm debating whether or not this is a good idea even. Because of the copyright. But like, honestly... This looks too official not to be uncopyrightable. It's maybe a fucking bad idea. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can find a lower quality one. Bethany Lutheran College. Do we fuck with Lutherans, chat? Oh my god, these barely have any views. It's kind of sad. Also, why do so many of these? Because the reason I'm worried now is because the one I found, the one in my fucking course, it was taken down. That worries me. That one's performed shittily, I think. This is the best one quality I can find. Let me check something. Is Shakespeare Network public domain? The Shakespeare Network is non-profit. Please consider supporting us. Okay, so it's good. Alright, so this is good. We can indeed watch this shit. I'm sure the performances are great. I'm sorry for calling it shit. I just really don't like Shakespeare in general. Alright. Let's do this. Oh shit. Bawling. There's the master, the boatswain. He exits. Why did he leave immediately? Right off the bat, we got a bunch of characters. There's Alonso, Sebastian, Antonio, Ferdinand, Gonzalo, and others. Where are they from again? These sound very... Is it racist to say? These sound very Italian name-wise. I'm just gonna say they sound Italian. Yep. Oh, fun.
If you can command these elements to silence and work the peace of the present, we'll not hand a rope more. Use your authority. If you cannot, give thanks you have lived so long, and make yourself ready in your cabin, for there is chance of the hour and it so happens.
Who's that lady? Hold on, I gotta see who's here now. Also, I want to process the stuff that Boatswain says. He seems very fucking apathetic to the situation. He seems I'm gonna put this. He's either very optimistic or a shithead, considering his lack of care for his crew members in the storm. I should also probably put which acts these are. Hold on. Act 1, Act 1. Then Scene 1. There we go. Okay, sweet. Swarm. Alright, cool. Continuing.
Third from this fellow. He thinks he had no drowning mark upon him. His complexion is perfect gallows. But if he be not born to be hanged, our case is miserable. Down to the top there! Lower! Lower! Bring it try with main court! A plague upon this howling! They are louder than the weather, or...
Hold on, I lost my fucking page. Sorry, I lost my fucking page. God damn it.
Myself, you are a counselor. If you can command these elements to silence and work
There we go.
the peace of the peasant,
Oh yeah, I found it.
use your authority.
This guy's fun.
Give thanks you have lived so long, and make yourself ready in your cabin, for there is chance at the hour and it so hath.
Okay, never mind. This guy just straight up lives for the adventure.
Cheerly, my good hearts, turn of our way, I say. I have great comfort from this fellow. He thinks he had no drowning mark upon him. His complexion is perfect gallows. But if he be not
Gonzalo is a boatswain dick rider.
down to the top there! Lower! Lower! Bring it try with main court! A plague upon this howling! They are louder than the weather or our office! Yet again? What do you here? Shall we give oar and crown? Have you a mind to sink? The tops of your throat, you falling, blasphemous, incharitable dog! Work you then! Hang her! Hang you, horse and insolent noisemaker!
The rest of the crew hates boatswain.
We are less afraid to be drowned than thou art. I warrant him from drowning. Though the ship were no stronger than a nutshell, and as leaky as an unstaunch.
Boatswain does not care.
A hold! A hold! Take the two courses off to sea again! Lay her off!
So far, this thing all lost.
The king and prince at prayers. Let's assist them, for our cases is theirs.
Okay.
Out of patience! We are merely cheated of our lives by drunkards. This white-chopped rascal! Would thou mightst lie drowning the washing of 10 times!
Crazy.
And yet...
Oh shit.
Mercy on us!
Oh, I missed a line. Crazy. Oh, is this the spirits and stuff?
The king! Let's take leave of him!
Oh, they sank. They fucking died. Death.
Would I give 1,000 furlongs of sea for an acre of barren ground? The wills above be done, but I would fain die a dry death.
Oh, so Gonzalo basically narrates everybody's death. Okay. Who's this?
If, by your art, my dearest father, you have put the wild waters in this roar, allay them! The sky, it seems, would pour down stinking pitch, but that the sea, mounting to the welcome's cheek, dashes the fire out. Oh, I have suffered with those that I saw suffer. A brave vessel who had, no doubt, some noble creature in her dashed all to pieces. Oh, the cry did knock against my very heart. Poor souls, they perished. Had I been any god of power, I would have sunk the sea within the earth, or ere it should the good ship so have swallowed, and the frotting souls within her.
I'm gonna reread that one more time. If by your art, my dearest father, you have put the wild waters in this roar, allay them. Allay them, okay. The sky, it seems, would pour down stinking pitch, but that the sea, mounting o'er the welkin's cheek, dashes the fire out. I would need to check what the welkin's cheek refers to. There's a lot of use of, like, there's a lot of use of fucking similes and metaphors here for the use of, like, you know, just the crew dying. I need to check where all the similes are used, just for the sake of seeing if they're used again later and seeing if it has any kind of implications later on. I know Shakespeare has a weird fucking habit of, like, extending their metaphors, like, a lot throughout the plays. Like the snake thing in Macbeth, I think it was. But yeah, I still have to be on the lookout for that. Poor souls, they perished. Had I been any god of power, so maybe her father is, I would have sunk the sea within the earth. Or ere it should the ship have what the fuck? Have sunk the sea within the earth, or ere it should the good ship so have swallowed, and the frightening souls with her. Okay. That wording's weird. That's why I don't like Shakespeare.
Be collected! No more amazement! Tell your piteous heart there's no harm done.
Oh, woe the day!
No harm! I have done nothing but in care of thee, my dear one, thee, my daughter, who art ignorant of what thou art, not knowing from whence I am, nor that I am more better than Prospero, master of a full poor cell, than thy no greater father.
More to know did never meddle with my thoughts.
More to know did never meddle with my thoughts. What the fuck does that mean? Chat, I should drop out. Oh boy, okay. More to know did never meddle with my thoughts. First off, Prospero, this guy's a cunt. Prospero does not care and berates Miranda for having empathy, I guess. I'm gonna write that down. More to know did never meddle with my thoughts. I need to, like, check what these mean in the context of the scenes. That'd be one line, that's what, line 25 to 26? My teacher taught me well. I miss Lanera. Okay. Moving on.
'Tis time I should inform thee further.
Farther, it says there.
Lend thy hand and pluck my magic garment from me.
Okay. What the fuck?
Have comfort. The direful spectacle of the wreck that touched the very virtue of compassion in thee, I have with such provision.
Oh yeah, wipe thou thine eyes, have comfort, the direful spectacle of the wreck, which touched the very virtue of compassion. Okay, yeah.
In mine art, so safely ordered that there is no soul, no, not so much perdition as an hair betid to any creature in that vessel which thou heardst cry, which thou sawest sink. Wipe thou thine eyes. Lie there, my art.
So they're okay?
You have often begun to tell me what I am, but stopped, and left me to a bootless inquisition, concluding, stay, not yet.
Well, the hour has now come, obey and be attentive. Canst thou remember a time before we came unto this cell? I do not think thou canst, for thou wast not yet out 3 years old.
Certainly, sir, I can. 'Tis far off. and rather like a dream than an assurance that my remembrance warrants. Had I not 4 or 5 women once that tended me?
Ah, thou hadst, and more. 12 years since.
There's a bunch of stuff that they just skipped. I'll read it out. I'll start from Miranda's thing. Miranda you have often begun to tell me what I am, but stopped and left me to a bootless inquisition, concluding, stay, not yet. Prospero, the hour is now come. The very minute bids thee ope thine ear. Oh, like open thine ear. Obey and be attentive. Canst thou remember a time before we came unto the cell? I do not think thou canst, for then thou wast not out 3 years old. Certainly, sir, I can. By what? By any other house or person? Of anything the image tell me that hath keep with thy remembrance. 'Tis far off, and rather like a dream than an assurance, than my remembrance warrants. Had I not 4 or 5 women that tended to me? So, I need to check with setting that this is in now. It just says, oh, this is scene 2. Shit, okay. Okay, need to change that. Scene 2. I guess. There we go. Okay. I should probably check chat. Hold on. Or, hold on. La da dee, la da doo, la da dum. Oh yeah, I put Brave down there. Actually, no, I closed Brave. La da dee, la da doo, la da dum dum. Oh, that's gonna play. No, bad. Oh, that's also gonna play. Pause that. View my channel. Check the chat. Probably no one in here. Yeah, 0 people. Can you bureaucrat it? Go, I'm gonna kill you. I don't want you to know these things. I don't care. Okay, back to work. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on, why the fuck did chat not show on? Whoever's in chat right now, if anybody's in chat, can you just spam shit? Like a second. Probably not gonna work, whatever.
Miranda, 12 years since, thy father was the Duke of Milan, and a prince of power.
Sir, are you not my father?
Well, thy mother was a piece of virtue, and she said thou wast my daughter.
What? That was a joke. But how is it that this is in thy mind? What seest thou else in the dark, backward, and abysm of time? If thou rememberest aught here, thou camst here. How can... What the fuck? I hate Shakespeare. I just realized I'm not sharing my screen. Oh, God. Okay, hold on. Let's start from the point where Miranda, like, talks about what she remembers. And rather like a dream... 'Tis far off, and rather like a dream than an assurance that my... Hold on, I'm getting Discord pings? The fuck? Oh, someone's in the fucking... that's funny. I should... I'll do that later. Okay, back to this.
Of Milan, and a prince of power.
Sir,
Oh, yeah, shit, I forgot to read it. Thou hadst in more, Miranda, but how is it that this lives in thy mind? What seest thou else in the dark, backward, and abysm of time? So what do you see in the past? If you remember... What the fuck is he meant to say here? If thou rememberest aught ere, thou camst here. If you remember how you came here... I'm gonna quote this. Hold on. If thou rememberest how rememberest aught ere thou camest here, how thou camest here thou mayst. I have no idea what I just fucking said. Where is my chat box relative to? I'm gonna move my that's like right over the shaking my spear right now box. What are this actresses? By the way, these performances are amazing. Too bad a horrible performance can't save a dog water script. And this is Shakespeare. Oh wait, this is in response to, hold on. Prospero is revealed not to be Miranda's father to the audience. Oh. Fuck.
Are you not my father?
Well, thy mother was a piece of virtue, and she said thou wast my daughter. And thy father was Duke of Milan, and his only heir and princess. No worse issued.
Oh, the heavens! Oh, what foul play had we that we came from thence? Or blessed was't we did.
Both, my girl, by foul play, as thou sayest, were we heaved thence, but blessedly hoped hither.
Oh, my heart bleeds to think of the trouble I have turned you to, which is from my remembrance. Please you further.
Okay.
My brother and thine uncle, called Antonio.
Antonio again.
I prithee mark me that a brother should be so perfidious. He who next thyself of all the world I loved, and to him put the manage of my state, as it was then through all the signories the first, and Prospero the prime duke, being so reputed in dignity, and for the liberal arts without a parallel. These being all my study, the government I cast upon my brother, and to my state grew stranger, being transported and wrapped in secret studies. Oh, thy false uncle, dost thou attend me?
Oh, sir, most heedfully.
Thy false
I'm trying, man.
once perfected how to grant suits, how to deny them, new created the offices that were mine, set all hearts i' the state to what tune pleased his ear, that now he was the ivy which had hid my princely trunk, and sucked my verdure out on't. Oh, thou attendest not.
Oh, good sir, I do.
It's really funny. You're not listening. I'm fucking crazy.
Prithee mark me. I, thus neglecting worldly ends, all dedicated to closeness and the bettering of my mind, in my false brother awaked an evil nature, and my trust, like a good parent, did beget of him a falsehood in its contrary, as great as my trust was, which had indeed no limit, a confidence sans bound. He thus being lauded,
Sans.
made such a
Sorry. A confidence sans bound. It means boundless. Sans in French, or it means without, or yeah, without. So, sans.
sinner of his memory to credit his own lie, he did believe he was indeed the Duke. Dost thou hear?
Your tale, sir, would cure deafness.
Me, poor man, my library was dukedom large enough. Of temporal royalties he thinks me now incapable. Conspires with the King of Naples to pay him annual tribute, do him homage, subject his coronet to his crown, and bend the dukedom, yet unbowed. Alas, poor Milan, to most ignoble stooping.
Oh, the heavens.
Mark his condition and the event, and then tell me if this might be a brother.
Oh, I should sin to think but nobly of my grandmother. All good wombs have borne bad sons.
Good wombs have borne bad sons.
I need to reread one more time what the relationship between the Beths is. Okay, let me try this one more time. My brother and thy uncle, Antonio, this guy. My brother should be so perfidious. Okay. He whom next himself for the world I love, and put him man of his state, and Prospera, the prime duke, being so reputed in dignity, and for the liberal arts without apparel. Those being all my study, the government I cast upon my brother, and to my state grew stranger, being transported wrapped in secret studies. Thy false uncle... Okay. Thy false uncle, being once perfected how to grant suits, how to deny them, who to advance, and who to trash for overtopping, new created the creatures that were mine, I say, or changed them. Or else new formed them, having both the key to officer and office, set all hearts in the state, to what tune pleased his ear, that now he was the ivy which had hid my princely trunk and sucked my verdure out on't. You're not listening, fool. I need to reread that one more time. So my understanding is basically he fucking was the Duke of Milan and his brother cucked him basically. Damn, Prospero. Prospero, once the Duke of Milan, had the title taken, or seemingly, because I don't know if he's an unreliable narrator, seemingly taken away from him by the, what's his name? By his brother Antonio. Okay. Cool.
Now the condition. This king of Naples, being an enemy to me inveterate, hearkens my brother's suit, which was that he, in lieu of the premises, should presently extirpate me and mine out of the dukedom and confer fair Milan with all the honors on my brother.
Oh, they just skipped a huge part. Okay, hold on. To have no screen between this part he played and him he played for it, he needs will be absolute Milan. The fuck? To have no screen between this part he played and him he played for it, he needs will be absolute Milan. That's not grammatically correct. I don't fucking care. Shakespeare, you're wrong, man. You're just wrong. I'm hold on, let me fucking Shakespeare.
This is the part where we start.
No, that's Blender. Blender, you're just wrong. I don't know how to break to you. Shakespeare, you're incorrect. I'm so sorry. Well, actually, I'm not sorry. I think I hate you. Of temporal royalties, things are incapable Confederate, so he was with the King of Naples to an annual tribute, to him homage, and honor his crown, and bent the Duke name. Oh, the heaven. Oh, I know. Here, read this. Oops. Okay. Oh, shit, my bad. Fuck, no. It was like 6 minutes in.
I'm more better than Prospero, master of a full poor cell, and I no greater father.
More to know did never meddle with my thoughts.
Yeah, I remember that note.
Should order that there is no soul, no, not so much perdition as an hair be tid to any creature in that
I think we went a little too far.
vision in mine art, virtue of the direful spectacle garment from me. Should inform thee, friend, thy hand. Have comfort. To spare be tid to any creature in that vessel.
Oh no, this is him talking about how everybody lived.
This
Canst thou remember?
Don't care.
My father was the Duke.
What foul play had we that we came from thence? Or blessed was't we did?
Both, my girl, by foul play, as thou sayest, were we heaved thence. But blessed
Yeah,
we
this is
hope
rewatches. I don't care.
My heart bleeds to think of the trouble I have turned you to, which is from my remembrance. Please you, further.
My brother and thine uncle, called Antonio, I prithee mark me that a brother should be so perfidious. He who next thyself of all the world I loved, and to
Yep.
him put the manage of my state.
Yep.
As it was then, through all the seigniories, the first, and Prospero, the prime duke, being so reputed in dignity, and for the liberal arts,
I
without
just realized this is
parallel.
just a giant fucking vent.
These being all my study, the government I cast upon my brother, and to my state grew stranger, being transported and wrapped in secret studies. Oh, thy false uncle, dost thou attend me?
Oh, sir, most heedfully.
Thy false uncle, once perfected how to grant suits, how to deny them, new created the offices that were mine, set all hearts i' the state to what tune pleased his ear, that now he was the ivy which had hid my princely trunk, and sucked my verdure out on't. Oh, thou attendest not.
Oh, good sir, I
So
do.
basically, this guy Antonio fucking yeah, stole his job.
And the bettering of my mind, in my false brother awaked an evil nature, and my trust, like a good parent, did beget of him a falsehood in its contrary, as great as my trust was, which had indeed no limit, a confidence sans bound. He thus being lauded, made such a sinner of his memory to credit his own lie, he did believe he was indeed the Duke. Dost thou hear?
Your tale, sir, would cure deafness.
Crazy.
Me, poor man, my library was dukedom large enough. Of temporal royalties, he thinks me now incapable. Conspires with the King of Naples to pay him annual tribute, do him homage, subject
Crazy.
his coronet to his crown, and bend the dukedom, yet unbowed. Alas, poor Milan, to most ignoble stooping.
Oh, the heavens.
Mark his condition and the event, and then tell me if this might be a brother.
Oh, I should sin to think but nobly of my grandmother. Oh, good wombs have borne bad sons.
Good wombs have borne bad sons.
Miranda is
Now the
a
condition.
jokester.
This king of
Nah,
Naples,
nah, put that down.
being an enemy to me inveterate, hearkens my brother's suit, which was that he, in lieu of the premises, should presently extirpate me and mine out of the dukedom, and confer fair Milan with all the honors on my brother. Whereon a treacherous army levied, one midnight fated to the purpose, did Antonio open the gates of Milan, and in the dead of darkness the ministers for the purpose hurried thence, me and thy crying self.
Alack,
Oh,
pity. I, not remembering how I cried out then, will cry it o'er again. The hint which rings mine eyes to it.
all right, buddy.
Wherefore did
Way to
they
trauma
not
dump.
that hour destroy us?
Oh, well demanded, wench. They durst not.
Did you just call his?
So
Hold
dear,
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Did he just call his daughter a wench? Just call his fucking daughter a wench. I'm reading this. This isn't in the. This isn't in the. Oh, it is in here. Okay, I thought it wasn't in the fucking script for a second.
My people bore me. In few, they hurried us aboard a bark, bore us some leagues to sea, where they prepared the rotten carcass of a butt, not rigged, nor tackle, sail, nor mast. The very rats instinctively have quit it. There they hoist us to cry to the sea that roared to us, to sigh to the winds.
Oh, okay, so the beginning of
Pity
the
sigh back
play
again
was a
did us
flashback.
but loving wrong.
Alack, what trouble was I then to you?
Oh, a cherubin thou wast, that didst preserve me. When I have decked the sea with drops full salt, thou didst smile, infused with a fortitude from heaven.
How came we ashore?
By providence, divine, some food we had and some fresh water, that a noble Neapolitan, Gonzalo, out of his charity did give us, with rich garments, linen, stuffs, and necessaries, which since have steadied much, and of his gentleness, knowing I loved my books, he furnished me from mine own library, with volumes that I prize above my dukedom.
Oh, I might but ever see that man.
Now I arise, sit still, and hear the last of our sea sorrow.
Damn, might Gonzalo be
Yeah.
peak?
In this island we arrived, and here have I, thy schoolmaster, made thee more profit than other princes can,
Cool.
who have more time for vainer hours, and tutors not so careful.
Heavens, thank you for it. And now I pray you, sir, for still 'tis beating in my mind, your reason for raising this sea storm.
Ah, no, thus far forth. By accident, most strange, bountiful fortune, now, my dear lady, hath mine enemies brought to this shore. And by my prescience, I find my zenith doth depend upon a most auspicious star, whose influence, if now I court not, but omit, my fortunes will ever after droop. Here, cease more questions. Thou art inclined to sleep. 'Tis a good dullness. Give it way.
Hold on. By most recent incidents, bountiful fortune, now my dear lady, hath mine enemies brought to this shore. And by my prescience, I find my zenith doth depend upon a most auspicious star, whose influence, if I court not, but omit, my fortunes will ever after droop. Okay. He's locking in. He's locking in. Fine.
I know thou canst not choose. Come away, servant! Come! I'm ready now. Approach! My
Oh, Ariel's a
Ariel,
servant.
All hail, great master!
Oh my
Brave
God.
sir, hail! I come to answer thy best pleasure. Be it to fly.
Yes.
To swim, to dive into the fire, to ride on the curled clouds. To thy strong bidding, tusk Ariel, and all her quality.
Spirit, hast thou performed to point the tempest that I bade thee?
To every
Oh, I thought he said spit it. I thought he said spit it. He said spirit. Servant to Prospero. Servant to Prospero. Loyal and then.
article, I boarded the king's.
Has performed to point the tempest that I. Hast thou, spirit, performed to the point the tempest that I bade thee? Oh, the storm. Okay. Every article. I boarded the king's ship, now on the beak, now on the waist, the deck in every cabin. I flamed him. Okay.
Ship, now on the beak, now in the waist, the deck, in every cabin, I flamed amazement. Sometime I divide and burn in many places. On the topmast, the yards and bowsprit, would I flame distinctly, then meet and join. Jove's lightning, the precursors of the dreadful thunderclaps, more momentary and sight outrunning were not. The fire and cracks of sulphurous roaring, The most mighty Neptune seemed to besiege, and make his bold waves tremble, yea, his dread trident shake.
My brave spirit, who was so firm, so constant, that this coil would not infect his reason?
Not a soul but felt a fever of the mad, and played some tricks of desperation. All but mariners plunged into the foaming brine, and quit the vessel. Then all afire with me, the king's son, Ferdinand, with hair upstaring, then like reeds, not hair, was the first man that leaped, cried, "Hell is empty, and all the devils are here!"
That's my spirit.
Hell is empty and all the devils are here. What does that mean? Hold on. Gotta look through these disasters. Flamed amazement, burn in place, topmast yards. The fire and cracks of sulfur swore, and the most minor seems to. There's a lot of mention of gods and stuff. In terms of gods and stuff, it seems as though that's a major thing. These stories. So that I guess. Many mentions throughout of godhood, both through the role of Prospero as Miranda's father and through Ariel's mentions of Neptune disaster. I'll keep on coming back to that in terms of what I can find throughout this. Anyways, who was the first?
But was not this nigh shore?
Close by, my master.
But are the Ariels safe?
Not a hair perished. On their
Oh, they're
sustaining
all
garments,
okay.
not a blemish, but fresher than before. And as thou badst me, in troops I have dispersed them about the isle. The king's son have I landed by himself, whom I left cooling of the air with sighs in an odd angle of the isle, and sitting, his arms in this sad knot.
Of the king's ship, the mariners, say how thou hast disposed, and all the rest of the fleet.
Safely in harbor is the king's ship, in the deep nook where once thou call'dst me up at midnight to fetch dew from the still vexed Bermudas. There she's hid. The mariners all under hatches stowed, who with a charm joined to their suffered labor I have left asleep. As for the rest of the fleet which I dispersed, they all have met again, and are upon the Mediterranean float, bound sadly home for Naples, supposing that they saw the king's ship wrecked, and his great person perish.
Ariel, thy charge exactly is performed. But there's more work. Aye. What is the time of the day?
Past the mid-season.
At least 2 glasses. The time twixt 6 and now must by us both be spent most preciously.
Is there more toil?
Uh-huh.
Sorry, I didn't expect that in Shakespeare. Okay, I usually hate Shakespeare. This is kind of nice. Also, let me move this. There you go. I do kind of like this one, I'm not gonna lie. Because of it's actually kind of funny. Is this a comedy? Is The Tempest a comedy? Let me check something really quickly. What page is this? 290. Okay, hold on. Check something. Can I? There we go. Is The Tempest a comedy or tragedy? Tempest? Yeah, it's a comedy, okay. It's a good comedy, I like this one. 290, 290, 290. There we go. Damn it.
Give me pains, let me remember thee what thou hast promised, which is not yet performed me.
How now, moody? What is thou canst demand?
My liberty.
Before the time be out no more.
I prithee, remember I have done thee worthy service, told thee no lies, made thee no mistakings.
Okay, so he's less of a god in that regard and more of like a spirit. So what would you call a spirit that's specifically done to make jobs for you? Don't say genie. Okay, let me think. Spirit specifically designed to make jobs for you. Nymphs, fairies. I guess that is what Ariel would be, and probably what the design is based off of as well. I'll come back to it.
Served without or grudge or grumblings, thou didst promise to bait me a full year.
Dost thou forget from what a torment I did free thee?
No.
Thou dost, and thinks it much to tread the ooze of the salt deep, to run upon the sharp wind of the north, to do me business in the veins of the earth, when it is baked with frost.
I do not, sir.
Thou liest, malignant thing. Hast thou forgot the foul witch, Sycorax, who with age and envy was grown into a hoop? Hast thou forgot her?
No, sir.
Thou hast. Where was she born? Speak. Tell me.
Sir, in Algiers.
Oh, was she so? I must once in a month recount what thou hast been, which thou forgetst. Oh, la 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 la.
Prospero tends to use manipulation to ensure that Ariel stays a loyal servant. Okay, so Prospero is the bad guy of the story, it looks like it. It looks like that's what it's shaping up to be. Can't think of what else is gonna happen, because he's so far just being a manipulative shithead. With a little servant. Playing with their trauma, because I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what gender Ariel is supposed to be. Trauma and playing with the trauma and instilling constant fear while toying with them. At least in the version of play that I'm listening to.
This damned witch Sycorax, mischiefs manifold and sorceries too terrible to enter human hearing, from Algiers, thou knowest, was banished. For one thing she did, they would not take her life. Is not this true?
Aye, sir.
Aye, sir.
Incident which Sycorax for mischiefs manifold and sorceries terrible to enter human hearing from Algiers, though now was banished. For one thing she did, they would not take her life. Aye, sir. Okay, hold on, let me check this. This might come in handy later. Ariel held captive and freed by Prospero. I'm gonna keep an eye out for those parallels if in case something else does happen with Ariel in the future. I don't know. Maybe something interesting.
This blue-eyed hag was hither brought with child, and here was left by the sailors. Thou, my slave, as thou reportst thyself, was then her servant, and but thou wast a spirit too delicate to act her earthy and abhorred commands, she did confine thee into a cloven pine, within which rift imprisoned thou didst painfully remain a dozen years, within which space she died and left thee there. Oh, thou best knowest what a torment I did find thee in. Thy groans did make wolves howl and penetrate the breasts of ever-angry bears. 'Twas a torment to lay upon the damned, which Sycorax could not again undo. 'Twas mine art, when I arrived and heard thee, that made gape the pine and let thee out.
I thank thee, master.
I thank thee, master. If thou more murmurest, I will rend an oak and peg thee in his knotty entrails till thou hast howled away 12 winters.
Pardon, master. I will be correspondent to command and do my spriting gently.
Do so, and after 2 days I will discharge thee.
That's my noble master. What shall I do? Say what? What shall I do?
Go, make thyself like a nymph of the sea. Be subject to no sight but thine and mine, invisible to every eyeball else. Go, take this shape and hither come in it. Go, Hence, with diligence. Awake, dear heart. Awake. Awake. Thou
I
hast slept
see.
well?
Oh, the strangeness of your story put heaviness in me.
Oh, shake it off. Come, we'll visit Caliban, my slave, who never yields us kind answer.
'Tis a villain, sir, I do not love to look on.
Well, he does make our fires and fetches us in wood, and serves in offices that profit us. As 'tis, we cannot miss him.
Hold on, I might be dumb. Oh, there it is.
What ho, slave, Caliban, thou earth, thou speak.
There's warning out within!
Come forth. There's other business for thee.
Am I dumb? Hold on. Oh, there it is.
Ah, my quaint Ariel. A word in thine ear.
My lord, it shall be done.
Come, tortoise, poisonous slave got by the devil himself upon thy wicked dam. Come forth, I say.
That poisonous slave got by the devil himself upon thy wicked dam come forth. Okay.
As wicked dew, as ere my mother brushed with raven's feather from unwholesome fen, drop on you both. A southwest blow on ye, and blister you all o'er.
For this be sure tonight I shall be pinched as thick as honeycomb. Each pinch more stinging than bees that made 'em.
I must eat my dinner! This island's mine. By Sycorax, my mother, which thou takest from me. When thou camest first, thou strokest me, and madest much of me. Wouldst give me water with berries in't.
Okay, I see. So, Caliban. Let me see here. Holistic in nature. Another slave to Prospero. In some regard, a exact parallel to Ariel in terms of mannerisms, as while Ariel is more obedient and less likely to complain. Caliban is a shithead off the start, basically. Okay. Caliban is more simple-minded and selfish. Seemingly as a result of remembering his roots. Because remember, Ariel was freed. Caliban was, from what I can tell, he was probably fucking captured.
And teach me how to name the bigger light, and how the less that burn by day and night. And then I loved thee, and showed thee all the qualities of the isle, the fresh springs, brine pits, barren place, and fertile. Cursed be I that did so. All the charms of Sycorax, toads, beetles, bats, light on you. For I am all the subjects that you have, which first was mine own king. And here you stymie in this hard rock, whilst you do keep from me the rest of the island.
O thou most lying slave, whom stripes may move, not kindness, I have used thee, filth as thou art, with humane care, lodged thee in mine own cell, where thou didst seek to violate the honor of my child.
What had been done? Thou didst prevent me. I had peopled else this isle with Caliban.
Horrid slave! which any print of goodness wilt not take, being capable of all ill. I pitied thee, took pains to make thee speak, taught thee each hour one thing or other. When thou didst not, savage, know thine own meaning, but wouldst gabble like a thing most brutish, I endowed thy purposes with words that made them known. But thy vile race, though thou didst learn, had that in it which good natures could not abide to be with. Therefore wast thou deservedly confined into this rock, who hadst deserved more than a prison!
You taught me language! And my profit on't is I know how to curse! The Red Plague rid you for learning me your language!
Exit hence!
That's so real, actually. You taught me how to fucking talk, and the only thing I got from it is to learn how to tell you to go fuck yourself. That's so real. I did want to compare something. I did notice that, like, there was a kind of comparison between Sycorax and Prospero, which if Sycorax was the witch that was mentioned to keep Ariel hostage, there's this kind of weird notion that comes with what's happening with Prospero. So that tells me, oh, there's a chance he's also just a shithead in the same sense that Sycorax is, and maybe even worse. Just more benevolent and more toxic in the terms of, like, he's much more sly with the way he is a shithead. Okay. Cool.
Fetch us in fuel. Be quick. Our best to answer other business. Shrugg'st thou, malice? I'll rack thee with old cramps, fill all thy bones with aches, and make thee raw that beasts shall tremble at thy din.
No! Pray thee! I must obey. His art is of such power, it could control my damn's god Setebos and make a vassal of him.
My damn's god Setebos. He can control my damn's god Setebos. What is he referring to when he says his dam? He's a sea creature, he's a turtle, so does he mean a literal dam, or does he mean like just a little place he lives in? I'm looking this up. This seems like a literal thing, so I don't know what he could possibly be referring to. What's his name again? Caliban? The Tempest Caliban's Dam. Can't find it. It's alright. Damn's god Setebos. Come back to that actually. My damn's god Setebos. Alright.
Come unto these yellow sands and then take hands. Concede when you have and kiss the wild waves. Puts it featly here and there, and sweet sprites the burden bear. Hark, hark, the watchdogs bark. Hark, hark, I hear the strain of strutting chanticleer. Cry,
Oh shit, I probably should have been paying attention.
And make a vassal of him.
Was he touching his little fucking Setebos right there? Shit.
Come unto these yellow sands and then take hands. Concede when you have and kiss the wild waves. Puts it featly here and there, and sweet sprites the burden bear. Hark, hark.
Who's this guy?
The watchdogs bark. Hark, hark, I hear the strain of strutting chanticleer. Cry cock-a-diddle-dow.
Oh, Ferdinand.
Cock-a-diddle-dow.
Where should this music be? In the air or the earth? It sounds no more, and sure it waits upon some god of the island. Sitting on a bank, weeping again the king my father's wreck. This music crept by me upon the waters.
Sorry, let's move back a little closer.
Fury and my passion with its Sweet air. Thence have I followed it. Or it hath drawn me, rather. But 'tis gone. No, it begins again.
So who the fuck is this guy? Ferdinand. Okay. Ferdinand. I be there. Where should this music be? There, over the earth. Sounds more and more. We spawn some gonna go in the island, sitting on a bank, weeping again. The King Father's wreck. This music is gripped on by the waters, laying both the father ahead of all of me. The gun now begins. Okay. Ferdinand seems to be following the music, apparently. I don't know, for some reason.
Full fathom 5 thy father lies, of his bones a coral made.
Ariel doesn't need auto-tune.
Those are pearls that were his eyes. Nothing of him that doth fade.
I look fucking awful in the...
That doth fade, but doth suffer a sea change into something rich and strange. Seen him sourly ring his knell, ding
It's Caliban?
ding dong, hark! Now I hear them ding dong bell.
The ditty does remember my drowned father. This is no mortal business, nor no sound that the earth owes. I hear it now above me.
The fringed curtains of thine eye advance, and say what thou seest yond.
What is't? A spirit? Lord, how it looks about! Believe me, sir, it carries a brave form. But 'tis a spirit.
No, wench, it eats and sleeps, and hath such senses as we have. Well, such. This gallant which thou seest was in the wreck, but he's something stained with grief. That's beauty's canker. Thou mightst call him a goodly person. He hath lost his fellows and strays about to find them.
I might call him a thing divine. For nothing natural I ever saw so noble.
It goes on, I see, as my soul prompts it. No, I didn't.
What? What did he say? No wench, it eats and sleeps and hath such senses as we had. This gallant which thou seest was in the rack, but he's something stained with grief. That's beauty's canker, though I might call him. It goes on, I see, as my soul prompts it. Spirit, fine spirit, all's free thee.
Most sure the goddess, on whom these airs attend. Vouchsafe my prayer may know, if you remain upon this island, and that you will some good instruction give how I may bear me here.
This guy's a
My
fucking
prime
simp,
request,
dude.
which I do last pronounce is, oh, you wonder, if you be maid or no.
No wonder, sir, but certainly a maid.
My language, heavens!
That's pretty good. First off, I love the thing that they do in movies where they just assume speaking their language slow is going to work. And then when they find out, yeah, no, I speak that, it's like, golly gee willikers! That was really fucking funny for some reason.
I do last pronounce is, oh, you wonder, if you be maid or no.
Also, Ferdinand is like mad horny for this chick. I'm putting that in the notes.
Best of them that speak this speech were I but where 'tis spoken.
How the best? What wert thou if the King of Naples heard thee?
A single thing as I am now, that wonders to hear thee speak of Naples. He does hear me, and that he does I weep. Myself am Naples, who with mine eyes, never since at ebb, beheld the king my father wrecked.
Alack, for mercy!
At the first sight they have changed eyes. Delicate Ariel, I'll set thee free for this.
First, okay, amazing time to pause. I need to process to see what happened here. Alack for mercy, Ferdinand. Yes, faith, and all his lords, the Duke of Milan and his brave son being twain. And his more braver daughter could control thee, if now 'twere fit to do it. At the first sight they had changed eyes. Delicate Ariel, I'll set them free for this. So, in other words, they meet Milan, King of Milan, and it would be Antonio that stole this whole thing. So now he's the Duke, which implies that he. Oh shit! Okay, Ferdinand. Wait, so Ferdinand is Milan? Milan, or rather it's Duke, which means that they are tied relation-wise via Antonio. Perfect.
One word, sir. I fear you have done yourself some wrong. A word.
Why speaks my father so ungently? This is the third man that e'er I saw.
Oh, a virgin. Oh, if a virgin. God damn. Ferdinand is sorry, spoilers, but I'm reading through the fucking script. This guy is fucking insane. Can I say that? Like, first off, you just met this bitch. That already, like, fucking hell, fucking A, dude. I want to turn on the lights in my room. It's dark as shit in here. I'll be right back. I like how I'm less concerned about, like, the fucking weather and more about the fucking lighting in my room. So I don't like that. It's kind of fucked. I have a very bad fear of the dark. Okay. Move my camera over here. Because... Actually, maybe I just put it on my fucking iPad. This is worse. Well, I don't know where else I could put my fucking thing. Maybe I could put it up here. But then it's like weird to read, and I also, is there like a doc? No. A weird fucking halo around my head. Actually, that's really funny considering I have Jesus hair. Wait, that's really funny. This fucking camera is so like light sensitive. It's crazy. Oh shit! I got a bit of skill here. Also, this face she's making is wonderful. Alright, back to thing.
Oh, the first that e'er I sighed for. Pity, move my father to be inclined my way.
Or else I had to be Antonio, the cock. Sorry, I just had to put that in there. Well, no. The other one would be the cock. Prospero would be the cock.
Oh, if a virgin and your affection not gone forth, I'll make you the Queen of Naples.
They are both in either's powers. But this swift business I must uneasy make, lest too light winning make the prize light. One word, good sir. Thou dost here usurp the name thou owest not, and hast put thyself upon this island as a spy to win it from me, the Lord on.
No, as I am a man.
There's nothing ill can dwell in such a temple.
Jesus, man.
If the spirit have so fair a house, good things will strive to dwell with it.
Come, follow. Speak not you for him. He's a traitor. Come, I'll manacle thy neck and feet together. Sea water shalt thou drink. Thy food shall be the fresh brook mussels, withered roots and husks, wherein the acorn cradle. Follow?
No! I will resist such entertainment till mine enemy has more power.
Oh, dear father, make not too rash a trial of him, for he's gentle and not fearful.
What I say, my foot, my tutor? Put thy sword up, traitor.
I would need to check what my foot, my traitor means, or my foot, my tutor. But that being said, this actually, I think, represents something of Prospero here. Prospero is a power-hungry fuckhead. Power-hungry individual. Or not power. Rather, I should say control. Is an individual who gets off to the idea of control in every conceivable way. It is seen through both Ariel and Caliban, but also through Miranda. As the moment something occurs that can take Caliban away from her, he gets defensive, he goes fucking nuts. I think the fact that that's such a fucking intense reaction really says it. Cause dude, fucking relax. Also, he's a chill dude. As the moment Ferdinand and Miranda seem to connect, Prospero fucking sends him to 1,000 years of dungeon, like shit. He makes him drink salt water and shit. That's like fucked up.
Makes a show, but dares not strike. Thy conscience is so possessed with guilt. Come from this posture, for I can here disarm thee with this stick and make thy weapon drop.
Oh, beseech you, father!
Hang not on my garments.
Sir, have pity! I'll be his surety.
Silence! What? An advocate for an impostor? Hush! Thou thinkst there is no more such shapes as he, having seen but him and Caliban? Foolish wench. To the most of men, this is a Caliban, and they to him are angels.
My affections are then most humble. I have no ambition to see a goodlier man.
Now, come on, obey. Thy nerves are in their infancy again, and have no vigor in them.
So they are. My spirits, as in a dream, are all bound up. My father's loss, the weakness which I feel, the wreck of all my friends, nor this man's threats to whom I am subdued, are but light to me. Might I but through my prison once a day behold this maid. All corners else of the earth, let liberty make use of. Space enough have I in such a prison.
Come on, follow me.
Be of comfort. My father's of a better nature, sir, than he appears by speech.
Oh, come on. Speak not for him. It works. Thou shalt be free as mountain winds.
Shit, it's already Act 2? Fuck, okay, hold on. I didn't expect that to be so fast. Shit, okay. I mean, I'm not complaining. Okay, so. Ferdinand against, what the fuck is his name? Prospero's, better judgment is now in the picture. So, any little details that I could find regarding the characters and their connections, maybe any possible fucking, whatchamacallits, fucking, dude, situations, yeah, any alliterations and shit. So, first scene is a flashback. it has a bunch of different characters on it, one of which is Antonio, which implies that Antonio, Prospero's brother, was on the ship that was destroyed. Now, chances are that he probably lived, considering he makes sure that those in the wreckage do live. However, who knows, maybe it was savage enough, because considering Prospero is as power hungry as he is, it could be that Antonio is indeed dead. So, that's my connection with him. In terms of Ariel and Caliban, I don't really know, we don't really know what kind of shit they underwent beforehand. We have stories, but again, these were all relied by Prospero. And considering Prospero is as manipulative as he is, there's a very high chance he's being an unreliable narrator to Miranda. Oh boy, hello speculation. I actually do kind of like this one. I do hate Shakespeare from the bottom of my soul. I hate it. But I actually do kind of like this one. This one's up there with like Macbeth in terms of things that aren't that bad, actually. Act 2. Scene 1.
Seat you, sir. Be merry. You have cause. So have we all.
The fuck? Gonzalo's back? Okay. So I'm gonna put scene 1 in brackets another flashback, I think?
Of joy, for our escape is much beyond our loss. Our hint of woe is common. Every day some sailor's wife, the masters of some merchant, and the merchant have just our theme of woe. But for the miracle, I mean our preservation. Few in millions can speak like us. Then wisely, good sir, weigh our sorrow with our comfort.
Prithee, peace. He receives comfort like cold porridge.
Look, Gonzalo's winding up the watch of his wit. By and by it will strike.
Sir,
One.
when every grief is entertained that's offered, comes to the entertainer.
$1.
Dollar comes to him indeed. You have spoken truer than you purposed.
You have taken it wiselier than I meant you should.
By the way, in case you don't know what I meant there, when he mentioned dollar the first time, or the second time rather, it's spelled D-O-L-O-R. Dolor in Spanish is referred to pain. So he's saying, with every grief is entertained that's offered, comes to the entertainer $1, or rather, grief or pain. I think. Might be stupid. Don't take my word for it.
Therefore, my lord.
Fie, what a spendthrift is he of his tongue.
I prithee, spare.
Well, I have done. But yet,
He will be talking.
Okay, so Gonzalo, I'm gonna put that in. Gonzalo for being a nuisance. Cool.
Which of he or Adrian, for a good wager, first begins to crow?
The old cock.
The cockerel.
Done.
Though this island seemed to be desert,
So you are paid.
uninhabitable, and almost inaccessible,
Yet?
yet
He could not miss.
it must needs be of subtle, tender, and delicate temperance.
Oh, Temperance was a delicate wench.
Aye, and a subtle. As he most learnedly delivered.
Wench. The only other character we've seen referred to as a wench. I don't know if that's... In any other instance, I would see that in nothing, but that's like a really fucking specific thing. Temperance can be a delicate wench. The only other character referred to as a wench by anybody is or has been Miranda. Maybe this is fucking alliteration, I don't know. Maybe this is a reference to the fact that, you know, well, no, hold on. Let's think about this. Second. Temperance is a delicate wench. This could either be a development or a foreshadowing or just like a reference again, because temperance refers to one's ability to take it easy, take it slow. Miranda's kind of the opposite of this, because again, with what's his name, with Ferdinand, he's very adamant. With his father at the beginning, she's very quick to judge that, oh god, they're all dead. And that makes me think that's a really, it's like almost a contrast. I don't know. I'm probably looking too deep into it, something, the detail that isn't there. I don't know.
But the air breathes upon us here most sweetly.
As if it had lungs, and rotten ones.
Or as 'twere perfumed by a fen.
Here is everything advantageous to life.
True, save means to live.
Of that there's none or little.
How lush and lusty the grass looks. How green.
The ground, indeed, is tawny.
With an eye of green in.
He misses not much.
No, he doth but mistake the truth totally.
Methinks our garments are now as fresh as when we put them on first in Afric, at the marriage of the king's fair daughter Clarabelle to the king of Tunis.
'Twas a sweet marriage, and we prosper well in our return.
Tunis was never before graced with such a paragon to their queen.
Not since Widow Dido's time.
Widow Dido, said you? She was of Carthage, not of Tunis.
This Tunis, sir, was Carthage.
Carthage?
I assure you, Carthage.
What impossible matter will he make easy next?
Sir, we were talking that our garments seem now as fresh as when we were at Tunis, at the marriage of your daughter who is now queen.
And the rarest that e'er came there.
Is not, sir, my doublet as fresh as the first day I wore it? I mean in a sort.
That sort was well fished for.
When I wore it at your daughter's marriage.
You cram these words into mine ears against the stomach of my sense. Would I had never married my daughter, therefore coming thence my son is lost. And in my rage she too, who is so far from Italy removed, I ne'er again shall see her. O thou mine heir of Naples and of Milan.
Hold on. Also, say the word. I mean, in a sword. That was sword. When I wore it, your daughter's wearing. You crammed this word into mine ears against the stomach of sense. But I had never married my daughter. So you guys remember that? Do you guys remember that trigger warning I talked about at the beginning about incest? Yeah. I had to rewatch this whole part actually. Hold
I
on.
wore it. I mean in a sort.
That sort was well fished for.
When I wore it at your daughter's marriage.
You cram these words into mine ears against the stomach of my sense. Would I had never married my daughter, therefore coming thence my son is lost. And in my rage she too, who is so far from Italy removed, I ne'er again shall see her. O thou mine heir of Naples and of Milan, what strange fish hath made his meal on thee?
Sir, your son may live. I saw him beat the surges under him, and ride upon their backs. He trod the water, whose enmity he flung aside, and breasted the surge most swole that met him. His bold head above the contentious waves he kept, and oared himself with his good arms in lusty stroke to the shore, that o'er its waved
Don't call it a
bases
lusty stroke.
bowed, as stooping to relieve him, I not doubt he came alive to land.
No. No, he's gone.
Sir, you may thank yourself for this great loss, that would not bless our Europe with your daughter, but rather lose her to an African, where she at least is banished from your eye, who hath cause to wet the grief on.
Prithee, peace.
You were kneeled to!
Probably should take notes on Alonso. I'll come back to him actually. I don't really understand what's going on right now.
And importuned otherwise by all of us, and the fair soul herself, weighed between loathness and obedience, at which end of the beam should bow?
Sorry, I'm just reading. You were kneeled to and importuned otherwise by all of us, and the fair soul herself weighed between loathness and obedience, at which the end of the beam you should bow. We have lost your son. I fear for my mind.
We have lost your son. I fear forever. Milan and Naples have more widows in them of this business making than we bring men to comfort them. The fault's your own.
So is the dearest of the lost.
My lord Sebastian, the truth you speak doth lack some gentleness and time to speak it in. You rub the sore when you should bring the plaster.
Very well.
And most certainly.
'Tis foul weather in us all, good sir, when you are cloudy.
Foul weather.
Very foul.
Had I a plantation of this isle, my lord,
He'd sow it with nettle seed.
Or docks or mallows.
and were the king on't, what would I do?
Escape being drunk for want of wine.
In the Commonwealth I would, by contraries, execute all things. For no kind of traffic would I admit, no name of magistrate. Letters should not be known. Riches, poverty,
The fuck is this guy talking
and
about?
use of servants, none.
W.
Contract, inheritance, born, bound of land, tilth, vineyard, none. No use of metal, corn, or wine, or oil. No occupation. All men idle. All. And women too. But innocent and pure. No sovereignty.
Yet he would be king on.
The latter end of his commonwealth forgets the beginning.
Yeah, I was gonna
All
say.
things in common, nature should produce without sweat or endeavor. Treason, felony, sword, pike, knife, gun, or need of any engine would I not have. But nature should bring forth of an own kind all poison, all abundance, to feed my innocent people.
No marrying among his subjects.
Man, all idle, whores and knaves.
I would with such perfection govern, sir, to excel the golden age.
Save his majesty!
Long live Gonzalo!
Hold on. I want to go over his ideology here. A commonwealth I would by contraries execute all things. For no kind of traffic would I admit, no name of magistrate, letters should not be known, or just poverty. A lot of this is just anarchy and communism, isn't it? Gonzalo's ideologies. Mostly archaic, with a lack of proper overseeing, though potentially closer tied to communist / Marxist views, as according to Sebastian, he would still be a ruler / ruling party. I feel like I've written that before. Alright. Sorry, I don't know how about my voice there.
And do you mark me, sir?
Prithee, no more, thou dost talk nothing to me.
I do well.
Prithee, no more, thou dost talk nothing to me.
Oh, he sounds fucking mad.
I do well believe, your highness, and did it to minister occasion to these gentlemen, who were of such sensible and nimble lungs that they always used to laugh at nothing.
'Twas you we laughed at.
Who in this kind of merry fooling have nothing to you, so you may continue and laugh at nothing still.
Oh, what a blow was there given.
And it had not fallen flat long.
Oh, you are gentlemen of brave metal. You would lift the moon out of her sphere if she would continue in it 5 weeks without changing.
Nay, good my lord, be not angry.
No, I warrant you. I will not adventure my discretion so weakly. Will you, laugh me asleep? For I am very heavy.
Go sleep and hear us.
What? All so soon asleep? I wish mine eyes would with themselves shut up my thoughts. I find they are inclined to do so.
It's pretty fucking good. I like that one. Okay, I'm looking for sorry. Oh, there it is.
Do, sir, do not omit the heavy offer of it. It seldom visits sorrow. When it doth, it is a comforter.
We too, my lord, will guard your person while you take your rest and watch your safety.
Thank you. Wondrous heavy.
What a strange drowsiness possesses them.
It is the quality of the climate.
Why doth it not then our eyelids sink? I find not myself disposed to sleep.
Nor I. My spirits are nimble. They fell together all.
Crazy.
As by consent they dropped, as by a thunderstroke. What might, worthy Sebastian, what might. No more. And yet methinks I see it in thy face, what thou shouldst be. The occasion speaks thee, and my strong imagination sees a crown dropping upon thy head.
What? Art thou waking?
Do you not hear me speak?
I do, and surely it is a sleepy language, and thou speakst out of thy sleep. What is it thou didst say? This is a strange repose, to be asleep with eyes wide open, standing, speaking, moving, and yet so fast asleep.
Noble Sebastian, thou lett'st thy fortune sleep. Die, rather, winkst, whilst thou art waking.
Thou dost snore.
I'm gonna move my webcam back. Hold on, I hate this. This sucks.
There's meaning in thy snores.
I am more serious than my custom. You must be so too, if heed me, which to do trebles the oar.
Well, I'm standing water.
I'll teach you how to flow.
Prithee, say on. The setting of thine eye and cheek proclaim a matter from thee, and a birth indeed which throws thee much to yield.
Thus, sir, although this lord of weak remembrance, this who shall be of as little memory when he is earthed, hath here almost persuaded the king his son's alive, 'tis as impossible that he's undrowned as he that sleeps here swims.
I have no hope that he's undrowned.
Oh, what of that no hope? What great hope have you? No hope that way is another way so high a hope that even ambition cannot pierce a wink beyond. Will you grant with me that Ferdinand is drowned?
He's gone.
Then tell me,
Oh,
who's the next
shit.
heir of Naples?
His sister, Clarabelle.
She that is Queen of Tunis? She that dwells 10 leagues beyond man's life? She that from Naples can have no note unless the sun were post? The man on the moon's too slow. Till newborn chins be rough and razorable? She that from whom we all were sea swallowed, though some cast again, and that by destiny, to perform an act whereof what's past is prologue, what to come in yours and my discharge.
What stuff is this? How say you? 'Tis true. My brother's daughter's Queen of Tunis. So is she heir of Naples. Twixt which regions there's some space.
A space whose every cubit seems to cry out, how shall that Clarabelle?
I'll pause really quickly. It's confusing. So I'm just confused in terms of the relation that Antonio and what's his name and Ferdinand have right now. Are they parents? No, because Antonio is the one that was supposedly duping him, right? I'm very tired. I'm be real, I'm definitely not gonna finish this tonight. I think I'm gonna watch for the next couple 10 minutes. I'm gonna go over my notes and see what I can like piece together.
Measure us back to Naples. Keep in Tunis and let Sebastian wake. Say, this were death that now hath seized them. Why, they were no worse than now they are. There be that can rule Naples as well as he that sleeps.
Oh wait, no, I see what he's doing. He's trying to fucking get him to... Antonio's manipulative attitude is now shown on display. Or I shouldn't say manipulative, I should say cunning rather. I guess I could say like he's planned to get Sebastian into royalty, I believe is what's happening right now. By leaving their men for dead. Okay.
And prate as amply and unnecessarily as this Gonzalo. Oh, that you bore the mind that I do. What a sleep were this for your advancement. Do you understand me?
Methinks I do.
And how does your content tender your own good fortune?
I remember you did supplant your brother, Prospero.
True. And look how well my garments sit upon me. Much feeter than before. My brother's servants were then my fellows. Now they are my men.
But for your conscience.
Aye, sir. Where lies that? I feel not this deity in my bosom. 20 consciences that stand twixt me and Milan, candid be they, and melt ere they molest. Here lies your brother, no better than the earth he lies upon, if he were that which now he's like, that's dead, whom I, with this obedient steel, 3 inches of it, can put to bed forever, whilst you, doing thus, to the perpetual wink, might put this ancient morsel, this Sir Prudence, who should not upbraid our course. For the rest, they'll take suggestion as a cat laps milk. They'll tell the clock to any business we say befits the hour.
I want to try something. I want to put a little theory. I don't think Prospero is real. At least not in Antonio, in the traditional sense. You mentioned a conscience, and that makes me think, if Prospero really is that fucking real in terms of whatever's happening, I don't know what Miranda's going on with, and I don't really know what's going on with Caliban, Ariel, but Prospero showed up in the scene twice already. One time through mentioning and one time through visual show up, and he didn't do anything. And so did Ariel. But since Ariel is actually able to put people down to power, then there's a good chance that they are real, and Prospero is just being a little shithead while watching from the shadows with an invisibility spell. With an invisibility spell or some shit. So I'm gonna go ahead and say, I'm gonna put on the table the idea that like Prospero is, if not, I'm gonna say Prospero is directly, if not at least a representation of Antonio's conscience or lack thereof. Prospero represents a sort of guilt or potentially a lack thereof for Antonio, as he does vocally represent a like sort of resentment towards him, or rather an ignorance. towards what he did to his brother. Alright, pretty good. Okay.
Thy case, dear friend, shall be my precedent. As thou gotst Milan, I'll come by Naples. Draw thy sword. One stroke shall free thee from the tribute which thou payest, and I, the king, shall love thee.
Draw together. And when I rear my hand, do you the like to fall it on Gonzalo?
Oh, but one word.
My master, through his art, foresees the danger that you, his friend, are in, and sends me forth, or else his project dies, to keep them living. While you here do snoring lie, open-eyed conspiracy his time doth take. If of life you give a care share.
Hold on, I need to see some more time. Do like the fun. And when I rear my hand, do you the like to fall it on Gonzalo? Stress and oh, but one word, they talk apart. My master through his art foresees the danger that you, his friend, are in, sends me forth through house his project dies to keep them living. Okay, yeah. While you are here snoring like open eye conspiracy, time to take the FF to keep you care. Shake off slumber and beware. Awake, awake.
Shake off slumber and beware. Awake, awake.
Then let us both be sudden.
Now, good angels, preserve the king. Why, how now, awake? Why are you drawn? Wherefore this ghastly looking?
What's the matter?
Whiles we stood here, securing your repose, even now we heard a hollow burst of bellowing like bulls, or rather lions. Did not wake you. It struck mine ear most terribly.
I heard nothing.
Oh, 'twas a din to fright a monster's ear, to make an earthquake.
Crazy.
Sure, 'twas the roar of a whole herd of lions.
Heard you this, Gonzalo?
Upon mine honor, sir, I heard a humming. And that a strange one, too, which did wake me. I shaked you, sir, and cried. As mine eyes opened, I saw their weapons drawn. There was a noise, that's verily. 'Tis best we stand upon our guard, or that we quit this place. Let's draw our weapons.
Oh shit.
Lead off this ground, and let's make further search for my poor son.
Heavens keep him from these beasts, for he is sure in the island.
Lead away.
Prospero, my lord, shall know what I have done. So, king, go safely on to seek thy son.
All the infections that the sun sucks up from bogs, fens, flats, on Prosper fall, and make him by inch meal a disease. The spirits hear me, and yet I needs must curse. But they'll nor pinch.
Yep.
Fright me with urchin shows, pitch me i' the mire.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? You know what's fucking funny about Shakespeare dialect? I'll write this down actually. Caliban is meant to be dialogue-wise fluent in his own sort of broken English. This is to represent that he is a native of the island, as natives at the time were considered savage and, you know, whatnot, fucking dumb. But that's just because that's how natives are perceived at the time. Unfortunately, a lot of the time it's how they're perceived now. Not nearly as much, but it is. And it sucks that that is the case. However, what I find more interesting than that is the fact that I, honest to God, had to fucking think about whether or not it's broken English, because Shakespearean already fucking sounds like broken English. Broken English. This is hard to tell because Shakespearean is Stupid. I did not put the word stupid there. I put a much worse word. Dumb. Okay.
Nor lead me like a firebrand in the dark out of my way, unless he bid him.
I'm gonna start the scene from the beginning, actually.
Spirits here and make fens and
Thy son.
Thanks, Ariel.
all the infections that the sun sucks up from bogs, fens, flats, unprosper fall, and make him by inch meal a disease. Spirits hear me, and yet I needs must curse. But they'll nor pinch, fright me with urchin shows, pitch me i' the mire, nor lead me like a firebrand in the dark out of my way, unless he bid 'em. But for every trifle are they set upon me, sometime like apes that mow and chatter at me, and after bite me. Then like hedgehogs, which lie tumbling in my barefoot way, and mount their pricks at my footfall. Sometime am I all wound with adders, who with cloven tongues do hiss me into madness. Ow! Lo! Now lo! Here comes another spirit of his, and to torment me for bringing one in slowly. I'll fall flat. Perchance he will not mind me.
I actually would like to talk about Caliban for a second here. Okay, hold on. Furthermore, his tie to his own gods is further emphasized by the existence of Prospero. Prospero to Caliban kind of fulfills this idea of a non-benevolent god. Not because Prospero is this god, but because in Caliban's eyes, Prospero acts as a sort of messenger between Caliban's world and his faith. And I'll put the quote in there. But they'll nor pinch me, they'll nor pinch, nor lead me like a firebrand in the dark out of my way, unless he bid 'em. Alright, goated. Who the fuck? Enter Trinculo.
Here's neither bush nor shrub to bear off any weather at all. And another storm brewing. I hear it sing in the wind.
I got time here.
Yon same black cloud. Yon huge one. Looks like a foul bombard that would shed his liquor. Oh, if it should thunder as it did before, I know not where to hide my head. Yon same cloud cannot choose but fall by pailfuls. What have we here? A man or a fish, dead or alive? A fish. He smells like a fish. Oh, a very ancient and fish-like smell.
A strange fish. Were I in England now, as once I was.
I'm sorry, that's not what it says. It says it smells like a fish, a very ancient and fish-like smell, and kind of not the newest. Poor John. A strange fish.
And had but this fish painted, not a holiday fool there, but would give a piece of silver, there would this monster make a man. Any strange beast there makes a man.
I like this guy. I regret my original. I regret my original sentiment towards this guy being disgust. I like this guy.
When they will not give a pence to relieve a lame beggar, they will lay out 10 to see a dead Indian.
Ugh.
Legs like a man, and his fins like arms. He's warm. Oh, my troth. I do now like this, my opinion, hold it no longer. This is no fish, but an islander that hath lately suffered of a thunderbolt. Alas, the storm is come again. My best way is to creep under his gabardine.
Oh.
There's no other shelter hereabouts. Misery acquaints a man with strange bedfellows. I will here shroud till the dregs of the storm be past.
Crazy.
I shall no more to see. Here shall I die ashore. Well, this is a scurvy tune to sing at a man's funeral. Well, here's my comfort.
I was gonna write because I'm confused. I'm sorry, are these like lost souls or survivors?
The gunner and his mate loved Moll, Megan, Marion, and Marjorie. But none of us cared for Kate, for she had a tongue with a tang, would cry to a sailor, go hang. She loved not the savour of tar nor of pitch, yet a tailor might scratch her where'er she did itch. Well, to sea, boys, and let her go hang. Well, this is a scurvy tune too. But here's my comfort. Do not torment me!
Crazy.
What's the matter? Have we devils here? Do you put tricks upon us with savages and men of Ind? Huh? Well, I've not escaped drowning to be afeard now of your forelegs. For it hath oft been said, as proper a man as ever went on forelegs cannot make him give ground. And it shall be said so again while Stefano breathes at nostrils.
Oh, the spirits torments me.
Oh, this is a monster of the isle with 4 legs, who hath got, as I take it,
4 legs.
an ague. Well, how the devil should he learn our language? Oh, I will
4
give him some
legs.
relief, if it be but for that. If I can recover him and keep him tame, and get to Naples with him, he's a present fit for any emperor that ever trod on neat's leather.
Do not torment me, prithee. I'll bring my wood home faster.
Oh, he's in his fit now, and does not talk after the wisest. Oh, he shall taste of my bottle. If he have never drunk of wine afore, it will go near to remove his fit. If I can recover him and keep him tame, oh, he shall pay for him that hath him. Aye, and that soundly.
Thou dost me yet but little hurt. Thou wilt anon.
That's a really good
trembling.
costume.
Now prosper works on thee.
Come on your ways. Open your mouth. Here's that which will give language to your cat.
Oh, this is
Open your
weird.
mouth. This will shake your shaking, I can tell you.
Oh.
And that soundly. You cannot tell who's your friend. Open your chops again.
Sorry, I'm just reading through because I think I lost it. Oh, there it is.
I should know that voice. It should be. But he is drowned, and these are devils. Oh, defend me!
4 legs and 2 voices. It's a most delicate monster. His forward voice now is to speak well of his friend. Oh, his backward voice is to utter foul speeches and to detract. If all the wine in my bottle will recover him, I will help his ague. Come on. There you are. Amen. I'll pour some in thy other mouth. Doth thy other mouth call me? Oh, mercy. Mercy, this is a devil and no monster. I will leave him. I have no long spoon.
Stefano, if thou beest, Stefano, touch me and speak to me, for I am Trinculo. Be not afeared, thy good friend Trinculo.
If thou beest Trinculo, come forth. I'll pull thee by the rounder legs. If any be Trinculo's legs, these be they. Thou art very Trinculo indeed. How camest thou to be the turd of this moon calf?
They're so fucking stupid together. I love them.
Can he vent Trinculos?
I took him to be killed by a thunderstroke, but art thou not drowned, Stefano? Oh, I hope now thou art not drowned. Is the storm overblown? I hid me under the dead mooncalf's gabardine for fear of the storm. But art thou living, Stefano? Oh, Stefano, to Neapolitan escaped.
Oh, I prithee, do not turn me about. My stomach is not constant.
He pooped.
These be fine things, and if they be not sprites, that's a brave god, and bear celestial liquor. I will kneel to him.
God bless.
How didst thou escape? How camest thou hither? Swear on this bottle how thou camest hither. I escaped upon a butt of sack, which the sailors heaved overboard by this bottle.
I'll swear upon that bottle to be thy true subject, for the liquor is not earthly.
Swear then how thou escapest.
Swim ashore, man, like a duck. I can swim like a duck, I'll be sworn.
Oh, well, here, kiss the book. Though thou canst swim like a duck, thou art made like a goose.
Oh, Stefano, hast any more of this?
The whole butt, man. My cellar is in a rock by the seaside where my wine is hid. How now, mooncalf? How dost thine ague?
Hast thou not dropped from heaven?
Aye, out of the moon, I do assure thee. I was the man in the moon when time was.
I have seen thee
Oh,
in her,
Christ.
and I do adore thee. My mistress showed me thee, and thy dog, and thy bush.
Then swear to that. Kiss the book. I will furnish it anon with new contents. Swear.
By this good light, this is a very shallow monster. I'll show thee every fertile inch of the island. and I will kiss thy foot. I prithee, be my god. By this light, a most perfidious drunken monster, I'll kiss thy foot. I'll swear myself thy subject.
Well, come on then. Down and swear.
A most scurvy monster.
Come.
I could find it in my heart to beat him.
Kiss.
But that the poor monster's in drink. An abominable monster. I'll show thee the best springs.
Oh, I don't. Okay, you know what? This is a good place to stop the stream. Oh, that's not fun. Okay. So, I am going to take some last couple notes, and then I'm going to go to bed because it's midnight. Okay, so, let's see here. I literally have no notes to take regarding this. Caliban is just... Again, I have it a lot of the stuff I have to say right now is regarding Caliban and his godhood stuff. But this is a weird theme of people trying to play God and control and shit. It seems to be an overarching theme throughout this story. Just the idea of like, oh, I am better, so I should have control. Like, the main people I see with are Prospero and and not Caliban. Well, actually, no, yeah, Prospero and Caliban, and in some cases, the explorers. Because on one hand, okay, let's start off with Prospero. Very clearly just a really selfish guy trying to play God. So, right off the bat, you know, bad egg. Then would be Caliban, which is sort of plays the role of the devout follower. And people like Antonio and Sebastian who are trying to play this sort of God character when it comes to leadership and shit. Because at this time, like, not only, like, monarchy wasn't just considered special, it was considered royalty. How peculiar. Themes of godhood are constantly present. Alright. I think I'm done. At least for today. I'm gonna keep watching this another time. Tomorrow off stream. So bad. Alright. I'm gonna go to bed. Good night, stream. I'm happy I was able to do this. Bye.